what is the biggest difference in the business of being a freelance creator
Mhm.
now versus when you started your practice in, I think it was 2004? What is the
Yeah.
difference between then and now?
Biggest difference. Well, this is going to actually segue quite nicely into our discussion about the history of Gamal, because when I was at Marvel, which is like the second major job I had, one of the things that I had to do as the international publishing manager was get all of the freelance talent to sign the contract so they can start working on the books with the editor. Once a contract was signed, you tell the editor, okay, that person is good to go. The people would come in the door, and the people 99.9% of the time grew up on Marvel Comics. They loved Marvel Comics more than they loved members of their own family, because the comics actually got them through, dealing with their family and friends
Yeah.
and school and whatever. So when I left Marvel, one of the first things I did was I started creative contract consulting to, at the very least, help people understand what they were signing. But the industry itself expanded and multiplied into a lot of different opportunities. Post Image, you had a lot of people coming through with the creator owned publishers started to pop up. Those deals could be, from a work for hire freelance standpoint, could be much more flexible. So you can fight for more. You had, after that, crowdfunding became a thing and people started to publish books on their own. And now, freelance talent, you could get a page rate up front. You could get some royalties on the back end. You could buy some comics wholesale, sell them upsell them with your signature. There was a lot of different ways that a freelancer could dip in and make a living. And some of them flipped over and became independent publishers themselves, because with the growth of high speed internet, you had a lot more opportunities for people to go, well, I don't want to just go with Marvel or DC. I want to produce my own book. Then the Webtoon thing happened, and there was that entire new line of business. A lot of the digital platforms popped up. So now you have what used to be perceived as a monolithic kind of situation, where there was only one way to actually be a success and one way to actually get paid, has now fractured and multiplies into a lot of different things